You seem an alright sort, stranger. But there are some real bums out there, and I ain't talking about folks who are down on their luck. Got myself run off from a nice spot I done set all up a few miles back for winter. Ain't the first time I've been run off. Let me tell you about the bunch of Judases what raised me. I was oldest, had a brother and a baby sister. The farm was small, but it weren't sad and all full of ruination in the early days. But I suppose my ma and pa couldn't make a go of it. When things started getting depressed and tight, every damn thing started to fall to pieces. First they stole from us, money we'd been saving or earned, things they could sell. Then they abandoned my brother, letting him die instead of calling a doctor. Then they sent me on my way, saying they couldn't provide no more, that I was too big for them to keep. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories. Well, that was something. You spin a good yarn. Brings to mind my home. Grew up riverside in North Louisiana. Not the Mississippi, mind. One of its tributes. When I think happy thoughts about that old house, I think about the river 50 yards back from the porch. I think about the muddy bank and how it felt to have your feet sink into that particular kind of muck. I think how that straight new river road they put in reoriented the farm. Front became the back, and we turned our backs on the river. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any? Whoa, quite a story, stranger. You want to talk about trust? I surely did trust 'em, stranger. A mistake I don't aim to repeat. But what child ain't gonna trust their parents when times get hard and your whole world is a 5-mile stretch of muddy riverbank? Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? Well, that was a lively tale. Authority. When I really think on it, I reckon my folks started out with the best intentions. Wanted to give their kids a good life, a good home, but they failed, and it wasn't them who paid the price. Isn't that just what authority means? You don't suffer for the decisions you make, someone else does. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any? Ain't life got enough tear-jerkers in, stranger? I try my best not to think on the past. This ain't my normal state of things. But, you see, Cass ain't a very good conversationalist, and it's nice to have someone really listen to my story. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? Well, I sure was a downer. Freedom. Will I ever be free, stranger? Is there even such a thing anymore? That train whistle means venture, new sights, more life. But prison comes in different shapes, don't it? I think I finally understand that now. Well, night's over. Look, I didn't mean to drag you down with my stories of misery and suffering or whatever, but you're a good listener. Look, I'm heading up the road this way. Hey, stranger, it's good to see you. Been thinking how my family Judased me and how they did wrong by my little brother. Here, sit with me. I want someone to talk with about all this. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any? Whoa, quite a story, stranger. Brings to mind my home. When I think about them, I think how that's Hey, tell me a funny story. I don't get too much out of tales that are, though, I'm sick to death of talking about faith or getting wicked. Gotta trust in the Lord, Quinn, they said as my brother lay dying. My folks too damn prideful to send for it. Gotta trust in the Lord, they said. I never wished for anything more than I wished to keep my brother. But wishing never did a damn thing for nobody. I'm in the mood for something real funny like. Remember that one. A couple good jokes can get you out of a fix sometimes. You want to talk about trust. What child ain't gonna trust their parents when times get hard and your whole world is a 5-mile stretch of muddy riverbank? Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? Ain't life got enough authority? When I really think on it, I reckon my folks started out with the best intentions, and it wasn't them who paid the price. Isn't that just what if you got any stories that are a little sad? I don't usually like the sad ones, but that sure was beautiful. Being trapped. I've tried my best to make sense of it all, and from what I done seen, the more you have, the more you're tied down. Responsibility to lash you to the ground so you can't move an inch. Playing a game only other folks are winning. My oh my, stranger, listen to me blubbering on about my woes. I reckon it's something about you what brings it out of folks. You're searching for something great, something holy, aren't ya? But you don't figure you're gonna find it. And you wonder if it can't be found at all, or if it's just you that can't find it. Really eats at you, don't it? I can see it in you. Anyway, I best be getting on. I think I'll see what's happening up the road. Take care of yourself, stranger.
my coals burn low and my trains run out of track. Won't be no one else to dig my hole. I got no companion except the wind and the sea. And when I'm cold and empty, they're the ones who bury me. Stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far along. When the night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, a vagrant song. Yeah, this will my tale, my vagrant song.
His smile creases his face like folds. Man shoves the broken door closed behind you. The pain sears your spine.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. 'Cause when the night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song. This will be my tale, my vagrant song. Ooh, 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 ooh.
front of the cops is a sturdy house. It is neatly shut up. No one responds to your knock, and the door is locked. The rope tightens, squeezing your throat.
I said, I'm not staying if you hurt people.
The girl glances at her sullen companion.
Thank you. You're all right.
I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that ferryman comes for to carry up my way, I won't leave much to find and be found.
The girl looks at you with suspicion. The scrawny chicken, she bobs the chicken. The girl takes a step back. The girl's face lights up. You set off on your way.
Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no one else to take my home.
When everything has left you, all that remains is a peculiar peace. It's hard to keep it, especially considering the panic that comes on sometimes. Truthfully, the leg being gone is bad enough, but the way people look at you, that's when I miss being whole the most. Tell me a happy story. For a moment there, just a moment, I felt better about it all too. Joy is a clean garden, a clean life, with my favorite plants all growing together proudly. I'm not sure that I'm capable of enjoying people anymore, but the plants are good company. Do you know any happy stories? I liked that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. Trust. I never really considered trust an issue till I got back and my leg was rotting. I didn't trust the doctors, I didn't trust my sister Jessie, but once the leg had to go, she actually helped me take care of it. I could actually trust her. Did my mistrust cause my problems? Should I have had faith all along? So anyway, tell me a funny story? Yeah, Paul would have liked that one. This journey. I can't say I regret what I did. Picking my lame ass up and going to Yale in D.C. I didn't get paid, but I got their attention, if even for a little bit. I got to mock some tanks, just like I used to across the pond. Traveling back to Oregon? Well, it's a little worrisome, but it ain't so bad. So long as I can walk and keep myself at ease, well, I feel a little free. You know any good jokes? You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too. Family? It all comes back to Paul. If I wouldn't have lost him, I wouldn't have lost my home. My job, my life, my family thinks I could have saved him. But they weren't there. But if they were right, do you know any happy stories? For a moment there. Just a moment. Luck? I don't know how to think about that anymore. How many other men got scratches from that rusty barbed wire? How many yards of wire on how many deadly fields led to the scratch on my leg? The one that took my own body from me. The night's over. I'm headed up this way next. The journey, there's cruel people in the world, but the road and the mud don't mean anyone any harm. Look for me, maybe.
The pup is a skinny thing, but its eyes are bright. The dog isn't tied up or injured. Must be well trained.
Reckon he'd been left by a circus.
The boy inflates with pride.
Lion can fetch anything. He understands lots of words.
The boy grins.
Still walking too? Do you also get a kind of peace from the road? The terrors still find me, but tell me a happy story. I liked that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. They say that God has unconditional love. I don't doubt it. But my love for him is not. Know any good jokes? You know, wishes fulfilled. If I had my way, I'd go back to a time before the war. The stars across the sky, they mean nothing. So anyway, tell me a funny story? Laws and leaders? Well, Hoover will be gone soon. Hopefully this will help the American people know how cruel and how wrong he's been, how much he hurts his own. Even animals know damn better. So anyway, tell me a funny story? Wish I could tell that one to my sister. Luck? How many other men got how many yards of luck? Do you know any happy stories? For a moment there. Just a moment. Home. Well, what heartless greedmonger decided what plants get to be beautiful and what plants are weeds anyway? Who said that peony has cash value, but a dandelion is worthy of being torn from its home? Before the war, I had Paul. I wasn't often alone. After the war, it wasn't only my family turning away from me. It was our government turning from what they couldn't bear to see. But remember, no matter what happens to you, you will always have the solidarity of the road and the earth. They will never deny you their company.